My phone says 148.
My watch says 148. My clock is ahead for some reason.
My clock, my bedroom clock, is like always ahead despite having set it back.
I don't know what it is with battery clocks, like regular clocks. They're always wrong. Alright, so we are back at it, and we're going to try and finish Eden Prime. Should not take more than this episode, I don't think.
What is it? Off in the distance.
It's a ship.
Fire!
Look at the size of
Like, I got it.
I can take him down. Guys, I couldn't do it.
They were both in the same stance.
Yeah. They're both ready. They know what to do. Fire. It looked like it exploded. Did I do something to it?
I don't think so.
That was a lot of smoke coming out of something that should not have been that damaged. Box.
Malfunctioning object.
Cool. I'll deal with that later.
I mean, that'd be me playing a shooting game. Like, I'd be right on top of the target and it just won't hit.
Yeah, you kind of have to...
I mean, I know, like...
You can't hold it down at the moment.
I know, like, gun accuracy is a statistic here.
Yeah. Hello.
But...
Because it's just there.
That just makes it even harder for me. Like, when I know I'm facing right at the target, I still don't hit them.
Yeah, but I do like the gun mechanic in this one better than most games, because it shows that reticle, right? And you know it's going to hit inside that circle.
Sure.
So it's basically up to you to just either wing it from far away, or ensure that you're close enough that the circle will always hit the target.
Yeah. But that's why Metroid Prime is my favorite shooter, because it's the bullets are, or not bullets, I guess, pellets or whatever they are, beam balls,
whatever it is,
are directly where you're firing at. There's no scatter shot. There's no.
Yeah.
It's all right ahead.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
We are.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Stop right there.
It's not safe, but they're gone.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the shed.
Goodbye.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Do you know anything about the protein?
I feel like we gave our
beacon they dug
character a bit of a big
We're just
forehead.
farmers. Sure, they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
Yeah.
Longer hair should have definitely been an option.
Yeah.
up? You remember about the attack?
I mean, again, that's probably not
The three of us
military
were working
protocol
props when that
with
ship
the helmet and everything,
Just
but
so I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the space.
You can have
right when
longer
that
hair
ship
as
came down.
female
No way they
characters.
survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
I have to go.
To the bathroom.
Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you've got to learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
like what?
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not
I
hurting
always click
anybody.
faster than what you say
Most
you
of
want
the
to
time, I
click.
don't even know what's in the
I'm sorry.
packages.
If you tell me what's in there, it'll decide whether I take action or not.
No, I'm taking it
Come
regardless.
in handy if those things came back.
Probably not going to use it, but I'll take it.
Probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole.
I like how it's highlighting blue
Yeah.
and black, so
Yeah.
we can tell which ones are good.
His name's
Well, it's
Powell.
not supposed to be black. It's blacked out, but it's supposed to be red.
Spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Oh, so if it's blacked out, means we can't access it.
Yeah, because I don't have
You don't have the right amount of points.
I don't have the points for it.
Okay, so if it's highlighted, it means you have the right amount of points to access that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a matter of these two. If your charm is good enough, you have Paragon options. If your intimidation is high enough, you have Renegade options.
Okay.
But like I said, for the most part, it's not really good versus bad decision. It is more by the book and not by the book.
Mm-hmm.
Tends to be the majority of them.
Wait, Nihilus.
Yeah. I'm just checking for stuff. Hold on.
We could see him despite not actually seeing him.
He's on my radar. Hold on, I'll get to you in a second, buddy. Buddy.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Shoot anyway.
Bang!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
It wasn't a Geth.
You're saying Nihilus was murdered by a Turian?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
You wouldn't happen to have security footage of this incident, would you?
were told
Because that would be
Protean
extremely
beacon was
helpful
What
later.
happened?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was in trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack.
What
They
attack?
killed everyone. Everyone. If I didn't, the other kids would be dead too.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My
I feel
supervisor...
like none of his eyelids
did,
are
your entire
working.
family's dead.
Yeah?
Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Which one?
I'll say let it go. Just
Forget about him. He's not
Yeah.
worth it.
we can get the
You're
grenades
lucky
over.
the
It's fine.
commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Get what it is, but I guarantee you it'll be a level 1 item, and I will find a million things better
We need
than
to
it
find
later.
that beacon before it's too late.
Top of the
Take the
line,
cargo train.
experimental.
That's where the other Turian
Nothing like
went.
this has ever been done, but there's like 10 upgrades for it later.
I need to get away from all this.
High explosive 2.
Saving content.
Yeah, so I can block that out real quick.
So what did he give us? That other than the grenades.
I have Krogan
Take out
armor.
this gun, and then take out this gun, and then take out this gun.
Remember when you were saying about Xenogear or Xenoblade or whatever,
Yeah.
and you were like, you have armor and weapons specifically for this character, even though you don't have access to that character yet, or they supposedly died, but I guess we're getting them back later because here's their armor. Yeah, I have Krogan armor already before I have any kind of Krogan party members. That's, you know, that's a thing. Probably needed to remap the randomization of certain things. Oop, there's a wall in my way.
Don't you just hate it when suddenly wall?
So my fault. So you put a wall my way. Alright, I am going to switch to pistol for a second. Whoops, I meant to stay down.
Can't reach.
You can reach.
He's not taking any hits.
Well, I can't see his health bar because I'm not close enough.
Whoa, he exploded.
Okay. Thanks, Caden.
Shot him in the knees. Medical kit.
Yep.
Lost shields.
Yeah, well.
Guys, I'm taking fire.
Like, where's the frickin' cover? Somebody's hitting that box over there because they keep shaking. Stand up. Stand up. Alright, whatever.
Hello.
Caden.
Caden die.
Yeah. How the heck? Where did you even get shot from? You like blasted sideways. Alright,
You're like
this
barely
is
in top of
ridiculous.
this.
There we go, that's what I was looking for. Whoop. Hey, don't warp away when I'm shooting.
Lost
Hello.
shields.
Caden! There you go.
Get up, man.
Alright, let's see what I can... Sure. I get to punch people harder. Alright. Weapon damage. Melee damage. Let me go with assault training. Alright.
It's the
Set
bad
the
guy.
charges. Destroy the entire
How'd you
colony.
know?
Leave no evidence that we were here.
Maybe it's because he's working with the bad guys.
Like I said, it's a minor gripe, but it's funny that it's just like obviously. Hello, I'm the bad guy. But everyone will continue to trust him for a bit when we deal with him later.
Even though we were told he just killed the other guy.
Yeah, there's this whole trial of like, well, technically, there's no evidence that he killed Nihilus, and like, yeah, there is.
We have one witness. I mean, I guess it's not evidence, but we have one
Demolition
witness.
charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them
I'm
down.
hurrying. I can only disarm so fast.
Would you like to disarm the bomb? Maybe you can't turn the camera when you're ducking down doing this. Yeah, fine, I'll get closer.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm in front of something. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
I'm leaving this fight to you guys. I got a bomb.
Just, Caden, please stop dying. You glitched around that shield.
Caden?
Caden, I gave you an order. Stop dying. It's fine, I can bring him back in a minute. Cool. Caden is still dead. I'll fix that in a sec.
We can do it without him.
Oh. Caden, I can't fix you. Sorry, you're on your own. That is a power that for some reason I decided not to have this time around. Hey. Oh shoot. Die. Yeah.
Caden, get over here, man. We need you.
We got zombies, Caden. If you were alive, that probably would have hurt. Alright, Caden, no more bad guys. Wake up.
Is it over?
Convenient. Or you always wake up after the fight.
But he has to make his way all the way over here, doesn't he?
Yeah. Come on, buddy. There you go.
Xenoblade, the characters will just warp to you if they die.
Yeah, these guys don't do that. I'm gonna try and remap their armor really quick before we do the cutscene. Ooh, health regeneration. Nice.
We have light armor.
We have nothing better for you, buddy. A lot of shotguns I'm never going to use. And no, I don't ever bother upgrading their weapons. I don't care. They're ultimately useless anyway.
Your allied weapons, you mean?
Yeah, they're the ally weapons. I don't bother. I upgrade their armor just so that they last a little bit longer, but
Otherwise, they don't do too much.
they do enough that if they're alive, it's worthwhile keeping them alive. But otherwise... Ooh. Yeah, no, I'm over here.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
Did you just cut me off, Caden?
Like that when
I'm
they
in the
done
middle
that.
of giving it a report.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Dang it, Ashley. Freaking you with the plot. Don't bother screaming for help or anything.
I think we lost the sound altogether almost.
There's no audio,
like it's
voice
like
audio.
like it's sucking out the sound or something. Ah, the intersect.
Yes, essentially. The alien intersect. That fire's having trouble keeping lit. It kept unrendering for a second.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel.
You recognize that voice?
Under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Maybe.
That's Diana Troy from Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This human must be eliminated.
I've also never liked the fact that Saren is the only Turian that looks different. All the rest of the Turian in the galaxy look almost identical, and then there's Saren.
Doctor Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
No, I'm still asleep.
You had us worried there, Chef. How are you feeling?
Like I just inhaled a computer.
You ever inhale a computer, Doc?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
Yeah, it exploded.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Dang it, Ashley! You specifically agreed to just her.
Just don't acknowledge her. Just what about the beacon?
Yeah, what about the beacon?
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe.
Dang it,
That's not
Ashley!
too bad. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Was I hurt?
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're
Severe
fine,
internal bleeding.
but I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
We'll go with the dark side, because I don't... Dark side, again, in heavy air quotes. It doesn't really matter.
I saw...
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It's this line exactly for all options.
Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up now?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Did you just call me hugs and kisses?
In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Why is she here? Nah, we'll report Jenkins.
Under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Sean.
Just keep saying you feel bad about
I
him.
don't like soldiers.
I still feel bad for Jenkins, sir.
Jenkins. You did a good
I
job.
don't like soldiers.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a
Yeah,
good
it'd be
job,
funny
Sean.
if he actually reacted to that.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
That's a mistake. This can only end badly for one of us,
We'll say
and I'll
good.
make sure it's her.
Just
Yeah,
say good.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko
Also,
agrees
her
with you.
entire previous
That's
command
why
is
I
now
have
dead,
control.
so
I
we
feel
don't
bad
really
about
have an
Jenkins.
upside. I feel bad about Jenkins.
You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir.
But what
We had
about
no
the
idea we were walking
scientists?
this way down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander.
I feel bad about Jenkins.
Whoops, I accidentally skipped his other line. Whatever.
Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Gether invaded. The Council's going to want answers.
I did my job. 12 years of it. And ask him.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
Somebody get me a medal.
You're a damned hero.
In the shape of a gun.
That's not what I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
But what about the scientists?
I feel bad about Jenkins.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know.
6 years later in Mass Effect 3. I feel bad about Jenkins.
His death just lingers, man.
Did you see
I'll
it?
never forget him.
Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
A vision, I guess.
I had a dream.
Before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
The end of the world.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people.
I don't know what I saw. It was a bunch of flashing red images.
We need to report this to
There's a whole TV show about why this was a bad thing. Yeah, there's nothing to
What
report.
are we going to tell him? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction,
About
whatever.
25 minutes.
Okay.
Saren took
When was this game made?
2007?
No, Saren.
7.
Yeah.
When was Chuck made? 2008?
No. Chuck was again like 2005.
This attack was
Was that early?
Yeah.
He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command.
They easily could have made an Intersect reference in this and it would have been perfectly fine. I don't know what you said, but you're right.
I'll find something.
Sorry, I was watching Chuck in my head.
Go anywhere, do almost anything.
Me during any conversation.
On our side.
I should have made the face of John Casey and just done the villain route as John Casey. Understood, sir. I wasn't paying attention again, but I totally understand.
Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council.
I'm also playing with the perspective of, you know, I've played this game a billion times, so even if I'm not paying attention, I already know what's going on.
Saving content.
Saving! Bash his head into the wall repeatedly. Bam! 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 Saving data!
I feel bad about Jenkins.
Committing to memory, Jenkins. Committing Jenkins to memory.
Downloading Jenkins.
Saving Jenkins.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good
I feel
news
bad
over
about
now.
Jenkins.
I feel bad
Jenkins
about
was a
Jenkins.
valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins
should.
was still alive, I might not be here.
That's true. I would not have needed you to replace him if he didn't die.
You're a good
Sure.
soldier, Williams. You belong.
You did great.
Thanks, Commander.
She did okay.
That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Are you holding up?
Yeah.
Things
Maybe we're friends with everybody? I don't know.
You doing okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You sure helped.
You
helped more than Caden, who remained dead for half the mission.
I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy.
You at least stayed alive. That's commendable.
Yeah. Don't disappoint me again. You look really nice, and then also screw you. Glad to have you.
I think you're gonna.
You survived every battle. Don't disappoint me again.
I wish it gave you the option of, like, there's two OK buttons. If you hit X, it's just the blank what it is. And then if you hit square when you select the text, it reads it as sarcastic. So you can say the bad guy option, but you all know you're God, get out of the way. I want to get my stuff. Thank you. Okay, what do you have?
Commander? Is there something you need?
Goodbye. Personal questions. I have some dealios.
I don't need to talk to you right now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Glad to
Caden,
see you're okay, Commander.
glad to see you're alive again. Stay that way. That's an order. I know you don't like those. Why am I back here?
Like, where are we going?
Sometimes there's like data readouts that you can click on parts around the ship to get codex entries and stuff like that. So I've been walking around. Hi, I'm in your room.
Go
What's
speak
up?
to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Understood. I'm the captain now. I'm in charge.
Like, isn't that your job?
I'm busy playing backgammon on my computer. I don't need to go down there. Do I need to go down there? I don't need to go down there. Soldier? There it is. Bloop. Codex entry. Anything to
Glad you're
report?
okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins. was
I
hard
feel
enough.
bad about Jenkins. That's the airlock.
This door does not work.
Joker, open the airlock. I need to see something. I have a theory.
Tony, Commander, I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Pew.
Fun.
Yeah, it's big.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I feel like they needed to show this before they started talking about it. Because otherwise it feels like context-wise they were talking about the Citadel itself.
The barriers on any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach.
You have to avoid all the outgoing ships.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
The Citadel minefield.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Why are you all just floating around? Don't you have places to go? Like, out of the way? Is that not Paper Mario 1000 Year Door music? It was there for a second. It was very brief. That... I remember that being
This is
the
an
opening
outrage. The
of Paper
Council
Mario.
would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action. You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Shoot.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Mr.
Just the ground team from
Anderson.
Eden Prime. In case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are.
No, I lied on half of it.
Sounds like you convinced
Guessed on the other
to give
half.
us an audience.
They are not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
It's the truth.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down,
Yo, what's
Commander.
up?
You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC
No, it's my fault.
investigation turns up evidence to support our
I broke the
accusations.
beacon.
Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of
If
the
it was
specters.
Ashley's fault, she walked to it.
Come with me,
Yeah, blame
Captain.
Ashley.
I want to go over a few things.
For everything? I don't care what.
Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Because he wanted to get the job done right. Ashley, shut up. Stop talking.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
That's racist. And on that note, alright, we will be back in like 5 minutes to continue, or, you know, like a minute or two, to continue with the next episode. This concludes this current stream for the moment.
We feel bad about Jenkins.
We feel bad about Jenkins. We will do all of the running around the Citadel on the next one. I'm not going to do the Keeper mission.
What's
It's
that?
the one mission I'm just not going to do. Hello. I'm down here now. Yeah, no, it's boring and uneventive and unimportant, and the most payout you get from it is that it went nowhere in the second game. Like, the guy who gives you that mission calls you back in the second one with, nobody listened to the findings, it ended up being completely useless. That's the only payout to that mission. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm just not going to do
No
that.
good rewards from it or anything?
No. You know, it's some experience points and some money, but otherwise not enough to really make it worth it.
I think you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah. Because there's not actually a way to hit max level in one playthrough, even if you did that level, that side quest. I think at most you can get to 58 of 60. Yeah. At least from what I've done.
Okay.
I've played this game a million times, but I don't think I've done a perfect run. I've done a run where I haven't died. I've done a run where I've done every mission it gave me, but I don't think I've done something where it's like, if you can hit level 60, then whatever it is that I've missed, I've clearly missed, and I don't know what it is. So, we'll figure that out. Either way, for now, we will stop for a minute and come back in another minute. Bye-bye.
Please feel bad about Jenkins.
F's in the chat for Jenkins. F Jenkins.